G'day beautiful people, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another deck building basics, and today we're going to be focusing on supports, okay? Now we're talking Decker, Muriel, Narbash as supports, Richter and Steel as decent supports. We're not going to focus on the Fae. She's a pseudo support really. Pseudo support as in they can support, they have very good kits to support, but they're not technically a support. I mean, Bellica, Gadget in the same way, Kalari, Severog, they can all support. Aurora can support. Pretty much anyone with a stun or a slow, any form of CC can support Ranger, okay? But we're going to focus on these three and Richter and Steel, okay? So these three guys here are all order and growth, okay? So we can build them exactly the same way pretty much. So we're just going to do one, look at one in particular, okay? And then we might take a quick look at Richter and Steel. So to start off with, so if we take a look at this deck that I have created for Decker, this proves my example perfectly, okay? We have a Purity Sensor, a Nature's Muse, a Stasis Gem, an Honor of the Pure, and a Tempest Pearl. I'm not telling you to take all 5 of these cards. You know that with a ward, you can only have 3 more, okay, because they are actives, okay? So if we are playing against the Aurora, you want Purity Sensor, alright? Nature's Muse is actually a really good option, okay, but I like to take Honor of the Pure a lot of the times. And I think Tempest Pearl is a great card. Okay, so we chuck them on, chuck the upgrades on for those cards. Take a Chronomancer's Disc, because that gives you a 10% cooldown reduction on a character where you're pretty much reliant on using abilities to help your team in that certain scenario. Chronomancer's Disc is incredible, okay? We're left with 9 CP, so we'll chuck on an Elysian Diamond with a little bit of power and some mana regen. So in this instance you end up at 7.8 mana regen, nothing to turn your nose up at, 180 extra mana, 10% cooldown reduction. The resistance, which is really nothing, you could easily just not even slot that stuff. Again, have an extra 3 CP to put on this, make it a 12-point card. But for this instance I actually have it. It doesn't tend to do anything unless you build a lot of health, and the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 points of health is probably around about just enough, okay? 78 power is not really even needed, okay? So you could easily get rid of this bit of power for some mana regen, but let's just say you're not playing against an Aurora. You have options. You have a Nature's Muse that you can take instead, okay? Let's just say you think Tempest Pearl just isn't cutting it, really, at all. Take a Stasis Gem, if it wants to let me put the upgrade on. Never have an instance where you feel like you're going to use Stasis Gem in that fight? Take another Elysian Diamond. Then you'll end up with my favorite build, okay? This, if Aurora's not on, this build is amazing. 10.2 mana regen, 10% cooldown reduction, extra 180 mana, an extra 750 health, and a little bit of power. Okay, this is a boss build, and why? Because it has great active cards. It has a lot of room to move with cards to swap with, and if we go to done, I can still put 1 more card on. Okay, I still have 1 extra option as well. So if we were to look back at what we're using, say if I don't want to use Honor the Pure because I think that's weak, that's fine, put a 12-point card on. Go to add cards, let's find ourselves another Elysian Diamond. Or make it a 12-point card, okay? Let's grab, we already have all the mana regen that we need. Okay, so we could grab more. Why not just grab 2 major casts and a little bit extra health? Let's go and test that. Take the Nature's Muse off. Okay, grab your other Elysian Diamond. I counted that completely wrong because we're not taking off Nature's Muse because I'm an idiot. We're taking off Honor the Pure. Okay? And then you have 10.5 mana regen, 10% cooldown reduction, 150 extra mana, 650 extra health, and 120 power. I don't know what Pada is, but if you find a way to slot it into your build for free, definitely go for it. 120 power, guys. 10% cooldown reduction. Over 10 mana regen. Means every 10 seconds, that's 100 mana back. Okay, so it's taking you less than 15 seconds to get a stun. Every time. Okay, plus you're using Nature's Muse whenever you can. Cost you 150 mana to reduce all of your nearby ally skill cooldowns by 5 seconds. Okay, so every 15 seconds, you're getting the mana back for this. Alright, this build will serve you well. Why? Because it has active cards to use in situations to get your team out of trouble. It has extra mana. It has, more importantly, mana regen. Okay? And a bit of health slotted in and out everywhere. Okay? So that's it, guys. Just super quick. Just wanted to cover the fact of the more important things in a build to do with a support. So just before we go though, I'll just quickly go over how I would run this. Okay, so if I was playing a match, I would always take Circlet of Health first. Use this, guys. It's extremely useful. It gives you a tiny bit of mana early on, but that health regen to your carry while you're with them is so important. Back at 3 points, grab your ward. Okay? Give them vision, give them health regen early on. If you're playing against Aurora, wait till you get 8 points and grab a purity sensor. No Aurora on the team? That's fine. That's a 10-point card. This is a 10-point card. And it's, in my opinion, probably better. Okay? But if you're not needing purity sensor, I would go into Chronomancer's Disc first before you get Nature's Muse. If you do need purity sensor, get purity sensor, then get Chronomancer's Disc. That 10% cooldown reduction can be huge. Okay? So then it's up to you whether you use any of these bad boys. I probably would. I would take Nature's Muse next. Okay? Then any combination of these 3 cards whenever you want to take them. Okay? Take that off. You've got 11 points left. Oh, shit. Gotta put that back on. There we go. We're at 51 CP. We're missing 9 points. And there it is. Okay, 60 CP. 10.5 mana regen. 150 mana. 10% cooldown reduction. 650 health. 120 power. Brilliant build. And just remember that if you're not running this, you have this. You have options. Okay? You always have options. If you feel like you really want to, we need to switch this stuff around again, so we'll need to take that off. You feel like you like Honor the Pure? Take Honor the Pure. Okay? You're still getting 9.9 mana regen, 10% cooldown reduction, 180 mana, 700 health, 78 power. Okay? You don't like Honor the Pure? Don't take it. Alright? Maybe you want to take Tempest Pearl. That's fine. Take that off and swap it with this. And take Tempest Pearl. Pretty sure I said take Tempest Pearl, game. Alright, 60 CP. Options, guys. Options. It's just all about options, okay? It's about countering the strong heroes. Something like Purity Sensor, okay? If you don't need to use it, take something that allows you and your team to be stronger. Take something that can buff your team a little bit. Take something that can speed your team up a little bit. Take something that gives you a cooldown reduction so you can use your abilities more effectively and more quickly. That's the same with Nature's Muse. Take something that can make you immune so you're not rendered absolutely useless. Take wards. Always take wards. And then remember, mana regen is going to be really helpful, and always build health before building armor. That's something I've not touched on yet. We're going to touch on it in when I talk about tanks. But it does not work building a lot of resistance if you haven't at least built around 8 to 10 points of health first. And even then, you only want to take 2 points of resistance. Okay, it's not that important. Health is more important. So in that order, wards, active cards, mana regen, cooldown reduction, and buffs and nerfs. That's the thing that makes a support deck really, really strong, okay? Okay guys, so I know that was a super quick look at supports. They're really not that complex, okay? Heal your teammates early, circlet of health. Grab wards early. Give yourself some vision and give your team vision, okay? Active cards that buff your team, that nerf the other team, that speed up your team, that slow down the other team. Health before armor. Like a lot of health before armor. 8 to 12 points of health before any armor. And mana regen. Don't skimp on the mana regen. Having 10 mana regen is amazing. You would not believe how much you can be a pest just by never running out of your abilities, okay? And more importantly, look after your carry, guys. Don't be super selfish. Don't start a game with a health potion and a healer token when you've intended to run support, okay? You're over there to help them stay alive and farm. So build to help them. It's a very selfless role, okay? And your team can suffer if you're not a selfless player, okay? If you're always worried about you, your team will suffer, okay? So look out for your team and play the selfless support, guys. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, please smash that like button. Leave me a comment, let me know what you think. Let me know what you run on your support builds. Subscribe if you're not already. But as per usual, guys, thank you so much for watching. I love your face, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.